Skylar. Such a pretty name, and it fits you so well. You were in a rush, I could tell, but as you spoke to me, time seemed to stop in that very moment. Your auburn hair gently rested on your shoulders as you fumbled around for your purse so you could pay. I didn't mind. The other customers were impatient and getting irritated by how long you were taking, but I would have waited forever. A hazelnut cappuccino, a tad cliché but precise and to the point. I wrote your name on the cup and quickly looked back up to you, taking in every curve and beautiful detail of your face. Anything else I can do for you, Skylar? I said. You seemed unnerved by the mere mention of your name. Deep down, however, I could tell you didn't mind. Your eyes focused on me, and for the first time in my life, I felt something. Something other than the utter disappointment I bring everyone in my life. The pain and misery that I go through every day made it all worthwhile just to feel your gaze. No, thank you, you so delicately replied. Oh, that voice. I could listen to it forever. It was soft, the kind of voice that could settle a room of angry protesters. I felt my knees wobble a little, and a small bead of sweat began to form on my forehead. No woman had ever made me feel the way you did. I entered the drink into the register and rung you up. Your total came to $3.65. You paid with your card. Contactless. Of course. Such a perfect metaphor for how you so effortlessly entered my life and stole my heart without even trying. My colleague made your drink, whilst I began to serve the rest of the customers. I was trying to focus on you, but I had to deal with the orders. With each customer I served allowed me a small pocket of time to glance over at you, and each time you got even more prettier. But if my mother did teach me one thing, it's that all good things must come to an end. I didn't even see you leave. You exited my life just as quickly as you entered. I wasn't angry at you. I knew you were busy. I'm angry at the customers. The worthless people that demanded my attention when you deserved it all. If only they knew they potentially ruined my one fucking chance to be happy. But they don't care. They order their drinks and go on with their happy lives, not worrying about the love that I could have given you, the love that you deserve. I hoped to see you again, Skylar. I really did. I was on my lunch break and halfway through a ham and cheese sandwich when you walked back into the store and back into my life. It had almost been 2 weeks since I last saw you, but not a single day that I hadn't thought about you. I know you noticed me. Whilst walking to the counter, our eyes met for half a second, and that was all I needed. You turned away and began ordering your drink. I picked up my lunch and moved to the table by the waiting area. You glanced at me with a questioning look on your face as I sat down beside you. I felt like I was going to be sick. I was about to talk to the most perfect girl in the world. We would have this conversation, fall in love, and all will be right with the world. We looked at each other for a little longer than I would have preferred, but I finally gathered the courage and began our love story. Hey, Skylar, I'm sorry, do I know you at all? Please leave me alone. You interrupted. I was pretty shocked at the way you spoke to me. I won't lie. I'm not a stranger or somebody you should fear. I want to make you happy, to give you a life, children, and marriage. Why are you so afraid of progression? I didn't take this to heart. Clearly you must be going through some stuff in your life. Maybe you just needed a bit of space to cool down. Yeah, space is all that you need. After our little chat, I moved away from you and sat back down at my original table. You were served your drink and turned to walk out of the store. You stopped in your tracks and stared at me before walking again. As you walked past, I finally got to smell you. Oh my God. It was a mix of freshly sliced lemons and flowers gently recovering from the rain. It helped me forget all about our altercation and only made me need you more. This wouldn't be the last time we meet, Skylar. No way. 34 Clement Avenue. Not what I expected. This area is run down and full of drug addicts itching for one more hit of the sweet stuff. You deserve better than this, Skylar. The sun was setting on the horizon and it was getting cold. I stood by the steps of the building opposite your house, gazing into your windows. Luckily, you don't have nets up, and I could see right through. You were watching TV, some kind of cooking show. You seemed sad, and it kills me to think that you aren't happy. But don't worry. Soon that will all change, and I will be the source of joy in your life. I watched you for about 4 hours. You made dinner, watched more TV, and were finally getting ready for bed. Do not worry, my sweet princess. All your worries will soon be a thing of the past, and we will both be happy. I waited for 2 more hours to allow you to fall into a deep slumber, and I made my move. It wasn't hard. I think you made it easy for me because you wanted this just as much as me. I climbed over your back garden fence and climbed through your bathroom window that you forgot to close. I crawled around on all fours, making my way through your house, which was beautifully decorated, I must say. The inside did not resemble the filth and horrible things that were happening outside. I finished off the bolognese you had for dinner that night. Couples like to share things. The stairs were creaky, but I made my way up slowly enough to eliminate as much noise as possible, because you need your beauty sleep. I finally made it to your bedroom, and you had left the door open. How thoughtful. I'm staring at you as I write this. Even in sleep, you are the most precious person I could ever lay my eyes upon. I want to kiss your lips, but I'm not a creep. I want this to be a beautiful moment, so I have made my decision. I am leaving this note on your nightstand and entering your closet until you awake and read this. I have waited all my life for someone like you, and now that you are here, I am not letting you go. Ever. I am watching you right now. Please, come and open the closet door to begin our story. Love, Jacob. P.S. Don't run.
Hello, listeners. If you enjoyed this story, please check out the author in the description. For more content, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more sinister readings.